Decimals in expanded form. In this nugget, we will look at how to write a decimal number in expanded form. To be able to do this, we need to be confident with place value. So let's put our number into this place value table. Here we can see that we have a 3 in the hundreds column, and we know that 100 is written like this. And so a calculation to show the value in the hundreds column would be 3 times 100. In the tens column, we have a 1, and every digit here is worth a 10. And so the calculation for this column would be 1 times 10. In the ones column, we have a 4, and each digit here is worth 1. And so our calculation is 4 times 1. Now we move on to the numbers after the decimal point. That first column after the decimal point represents tenths, and 1/10 can be written like this. We have a 7 in this column, and so the value of this column can be represented by the calculation 7 times 1/10. Moving on to the next column, 100 can be written as a fraction like this. And we have a 2 in that column, and so the value of this column is given by 2 times 1/100th. And finally, in the thousandth column, 1,000th could be written like this, and there is a 5 in this column. So this means our calculation would be 5 times 1/1000th. Our original number is made up of all of these expanded out parts, and so we can write our number in expanded form by adding together all of those parts. Let's try this question together before you have a go at answering one. We are asked to write the number 1024.62 in expanded form. So let's put the digits in a place value table to help, and that would look like this. We know to make the calculations needed for the expanded form, we would take the digit of each column and multiply it by the value for that column. So for the first one, we would have 1 times 1,000. And in the second column, there's a 0. If there's a 0 there, we don't need to make a calculation. So let's just move on to the tens. Here we will get 2 times 10. In the ones column, we will get 4 times 1. Moving on to the decimal part of the number, we will get 6 times 1/10. And for the hundredths, we have 2 times 1/100th. To write the number in expanded form, we need to add all of these together. And so we get 1 times 1,000 plus 2 times 10 plus 4 times 1 plus 6 times 1/10 plus 2 times 1/100th. You can make your answer look clearer and may find it easier to see all parts of the answer if you write each multiplication in brackets, like this. Here's a question for you to try. Pause the video here and have a go. Well done if your answer looked like this, remembering that where there is a 0, a calculation is not needed for that place value. Expanded form questions can also be asked the other way around, going from expanded form into a normal number. Once again, we could use a place value table to help us. In this question, we are told there are 3 thousands, and so the 3 needs to go here. We know there are 5 tens, and so we can put a 5 here. There are 4 tenths, which needs to go here in our place value table. And finally, we know there are 9 thousandths, which go here. We can see there are some gaps in this number, so we can fill them in with placeholder zeros. So our number, written in the standard way, is 3050.409. Here's one for you to try. Pause the video and have a go. Well done if you knew that the answer was 50,204.08, remembering that you don't need to add any more 0 placeholders after that final decimal digit.